Yo, what is up guys, it's Ghost here, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at the new SMG in Battlefield 6, the CZ3A1. I'm going to be showing you guys some of the stats, some of the available attachments, and sort of giving you some early impressions, and above all, showing you guys how you can unlock this one a little bit early. As always, if you guys enjoy the content here on the channel, don't forget to hit that sub button to stay up to date with everything Battlefield 6. Leaving a like down below is always appreciated, and as always, thank you guys for your ongoing support. So most of you will know that this weapon is unlocked through the Nightfall bonus Battle Pass mission here, and it's the very last one. So if you have Battle Pass Pro, and you have, where is it, if we go into challenges here, you have these extra challenges, that will mean that you will unlock this, I believe, next week. If you don't have Pro, like me, because you don't really fancy giving EA some extra dosh, you will be unlocking this in 2 weeks' time. But there is a way that you can unlock this gun ahead of time, and if we head into loadouts here, you will see that I do in fact have the weapon equipped. And the way you do it is by unlocking the Warfighter skin, and you can get this if you manage to get to Mastery 10 with this weapon. And the easiest way to do so, and really the only way to do so, is by playing RedSec. So what I did is I basically just hopped into RedSec, and when you initially spawn in, you will quite often find the CZ3 in some of the early crates. I did find that the CZ3 didn't really like spawning too much later on, because I believe as the round of RedSec goes on, you will get more rarer weapons or rarer versions of them. So most of the time, if you don't find it at the start of the game, it's sort of quite unlikely that you'll find it towards the end. But nevertheless, playing a few rounds of RedSec, grabbing it, and getting somewhere around 15 or 20 kills should be enough to get you to the 10 mastery level. I'd also say by far the easiest playlist to do this in is called Initiation Battle Royale, because you're going to be playing there against bots as well as players. It just, you know, gets you the XP that you need a lot quicker, and let's face it, that's all we really care about. So there you go, that's how you unlock the weapon. But is it actually any good? Well, it's a pretty beastly weapon. It's got 981 rounds per minute. It does 25 damage at the highest tier, so that is going to give it a TTK of 183. So it's not the top dog here. It's not as quick as the 150 TTK of the SCW-10. It's not even as quick as the 167 TTK as the KV-9. But it is still pretty much up there, and one thing you do have to remember is that the KV-9 and the SCW-10 get fairly small magazines. I think like at a maximum you can only get like 25 rounds in the KV-9, and you're going to have to spend a lot of your attachment points to do so, whereas with the CZ3 you can actually get up to 35 rounds in a magazine. So does that make it better or worse? I'm not exactly sure. I think I'll have to do some thorough testing of it once I've unlocked all of the available attachments. So it is going to be a 4-bullet kill up to 9 meters away, but then it drops down to 5-bullet kill up to 20 meters, then it's down to 6 up to 36 meters, 7 up to 75 meters, and then finally it's going to be an 8-bullet kill. So the damage of this weapon, as you would imagine, does drop off pretty steeply. So this is definitely going to be one of those ones that you want to be using up close and personal. If we come into the test range here and take a look at the recoil, you're going to notice that the side-to-side recoil is pretty random, right? There's my second spray. It looks quite a lot different than the first spray. And then same thing here. So I have had sprays before that go off to the left, but this one kind of went left, then it curved around right. This one went a little bit up to the right, and that one was like a little bit more straight up, completely vertical. So what that means, unfortunately, is that because the weapon seems to have equal, or maybe it's a little bit more right biased, but it also has a lot of left recoil sway or left recoil pattern as well, that then means you're probably going to have to spend quite a lot of your attachment points on a grip, on a suppressor, in order to tame that recoil and make this weapon somewhat usable at more medium ranges. Now, one of the only drawbacks to unlocking this weapon so early is with the Warfighter skin here, what you see is what you get. So even though I have this weapon at level 17 on the mastery, and I've got, you know, a bunch of sights and stuff unlocked for the gun, I'm unable to equip any of it. And what you get on this particular skin here is the flash hider, the basic barrel, 30 round magazine, standard ammunition, and then the mini flex 1x RDS. So if we come into the test range, you know, I mean, at these sort of shorter ranges here, it's not too bad. But once you start to get to these more medium ranges, you're going to notice that I am having to burst, right? And that side-to-side recoil is really starting to rear its ugly head, I would say, from sort of this range, around the 50-meter range or so. But, you know, even at some places, I think this is around 35 meters, you're going to have to burst there also. So, you know, how good is this weapon going to be once you've gotten all the attachments unlocked for it? I will show you guys what is available. So we've got the normal selection of lasers here, including, of course, the new violet laser. We've got all of these suppressors, so you're almost certainly going to be wanting one of those on there. We've got a light barrel here, which is probably what I would go for, but there's also an extended barrel. Then we've got all three of the tack lights. Under barrel, we've got quite a few grips in here, pretty much what you'd expect, you know, something like a slim angle that you could use here on an SMG. For magazines, we've got 20 round fast mag, a 30 round fast mag, a 35 round, and a 35 round fast magazine. This one is going to cost you 15 more points than the regular 30 round one. I would say maybe the 30 round fast mag is kind of going to be the sweet spot. It's only going to take 5 more points, but this one is definitely like well within reach. And so again, whilst the TTK is a little bit slower than weapons like the SCW or the KV7, you know, I think because you can have 35 rounds in a magazine on this gun, it might actually overall be a slightly better weapon. Taking a quick look at the hollow point ammunition here as well, you're going to notice, thanks to Sorrow's notes on this one here, that he's already put out for this weapon, so I guess he must have that unlocked. Maybe he paid for the tier skips or something, I don't know. I'm not judging the guy. But either way, it looks like if you get 2 headshots, that is the point at which hollow point ammunition is going to be beneficial to you at all ranges. If you only score 1 headshot, it's really not going to make a difference to the amount of bullets to kill. So just like most of the weapons in Battlefield 6, I would probably say hollow point, not really worth it on a gun like this, especially when it has such egregious recoil, and you're really going to be wanting to spend most of your points either taming that or getting that larger magazine, because the rate of fire of this gun is just so fast. So there you go, guys. Let me know how you get on down below. I know some people might just want to wait until they've unlocked this gun for real, but I think it's kind of interesting to have it a little bit early, maybe get some of those mastery levels up, and then when you do unlock it in a week's time or a couple of weeks' time, you're going to have all of the attachments ready for it, and you can just slap on the best stuff right off the rip. So let me know what you think below. Don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date with Battlefield 6, and I will see you all in the next one.